Job number J-2025-3071-2. We're accessing the drain through removal of the first floor toilet and sending the camera down the toilet drain flange. Counter's at about 123 feet. We're about as far as we can push, even with water flowing down the drain, to try to make things slide a little easier. We're out in the front yard. A locate has been already made at 115 feet with a flag and paint, and we're about another 7 feet beyond that towards the road. Looks like the sewer lateral is making some sort of a slight offset. Can't quite get past this bend. We do see some sort of object or debris formation hanging in from the top, as we on the bottom left corner of the screen. So yet to be determined what that is. We're just taking an initial video from this access point. Backing away from the offset. We also see a lot of pooling water in the drain, which possibly can suggest some pitch issues. Moderate pooling going back here to about 120. See the top of the pipe is quite heavily pitted. The baby stalactites here and there. Bit of a formation off to the right. More moderate pooling at 114. Especially we can see kind of the top of the pipe, very deep pockets in the top, possibly suggesting thin pipe. Another bit of a formation growth there. puddle still continues through this section. Some loose chunks sitting in the bottom of the pipe. Camera's kind of lifting up, but we still have that trickle of water sitting in the bottom. More loose chunks sitting in the drain right there. Water still continuing. Sort of like a bench or shelf formation forming on the side. Bit of a valley in the middle. The water sitting around. Loose chunks in the drain on the bottom of the screen there. Pulling back through some loose debris right here as well. Kind of see if the camera bends down. Maybe the upper portion of water, so 61 to 48. It's kind of intermittent levels of moderate cooling water. Looks like another loose chunk sitting in the bottom of the drain there. Change in direction. Another change in direction and some loose quite a bit of a pile of loose debris sitting here. Looks like a lot of smaller rust flakes just accumulated there. So the camera sort of pushes it when we go forward. You can see them there pretty good. More loose debris sitting there, cast iron rust flakes. Rust flakes continuing there. Y joining in at about 27, 28, coming in from the left-hand side of the screen. That is almost certainly the laundry tub kitchen drain joining in, and possibly floor drain. Another loose chunk sitting on the bottom of the drain right there. Basically between that Y where the laundry tub kitchen joins in, this up as we're pulling back, this somewhere in this section is where the active clog was occurring. Approaching the base of the stack. Moving vertically up the stack now, past the 90. plug in our clean out tee. Transition to PVC on the vertical, passing back through a 4-inch tee. The upper coming in from the top of the screen is where the bathroom sink discharges its water, and there is our Y for our bathtub drain. And transition to cast iron. We see a bit of an irregularity in how round it is on the top, especially. Access through our flange. You can see towards this side, the flange is close to the floor and it trails away, and it's much lower on